if you have a crescent moon and the letter M on your palm, this is no coincidence. It is a sacred sign. Your destiny is written in the lines of your hand, and today we uncover what the universe has long been trying to tell you. Across ancient cultures, from Indian palmistry to Egyptian mysticism, sacred symbols carved into one's palm were seen as messages from the universe, direct words from the divine. If you carry both the crescent moon and the M on your hand, you are not just unique, you are chosen. These marks are far more than skin deep. They are spiritual signatures of those destined for higher purpose, deeper intuition, and life-changing impact. Whether you've noticed them for years or have just discovered them, this is your moment of awakening, the moment your destiny begins to move toward you. Here's what you need to understand. You may have looked at your palm and wondered, what does that little crescent beneath my fingers mean? What about that clear letter M formed by my heart, head, and lifelines? It felt too unusual to ignore, yet when you tried to share it, others dismissed it or laughed. But deep down you knew. You're not imagining things, overthinking, or going crazy. You are chosen. These markings are not random. The crescent moon has long symbolized divine feminine energy, sacred intuition, and spiritual sensitivity. It doesn't appear on every hand. It's a rare sign that marks those who sense what others miss. You feel energies in a room. You dream of things before they happen. You've always felt a little different, more aware, more open, more connected to something unseen. And the M, it stands for messenger. It appears in the palms of those here to shift energy, break old cycles, and uplift humanity. People with an M often possess incredible inner strength, discernment, and spiritual purpose, even if they don't realize it yet. This isn't fantasy, it's frequency. You're operating on a spiritual wavelength most ignore. That's why you've felt out of place, why ordinary things don't satisfy you. The world hasn't been rejecting you. It's been trying to wake you up. Your gifts are not accidents, they are assignments. You're not here to fit in, you're here to light up. You are marked with purpose, and once you accept that, everything starts to change. There's a quiet voice within you, a whisper beyond words, a nudge when something feels right or wrong. That's not fear or doubt, it's intuition. And if you carry the crescent moon, that voice is clearer for you than for most. That's not random sensitivity, it's your spiritual GPS, divinely installed to guide you through life's fog. In palmistry, the moon is not just a symbol, it's a portal. It signals a deep connection to the subconscious, to dreams, to invisible realms where truth lives before it appears in the physical world. You may sense shifts before words are spoken, perceive true intentions without a word being said, or feel a sudden pull to turn away, take a different path, or make a choice you can't logically explain. That's not coincidence, it's alignment. It's your soul remembering what your mind hasn't yet grasped. But society has taught us to doubt that voice. Be practical. Don't be so emotional. Yet how often have you ignored your gut, only to regret it later? The crescent moon reminds you, your instincts are not only valid, they are sacred. When you trust your intuition as your compass, not just a hunch, you unlock a life of clarity, peace, and purpose. You stop searching outside for answers and start following the divine map already written within you. Your intuition is not a flaw, it's a gift, a direct connection to the truth behind the veil. And now it's time to listen. Look closely at your palm. Do you see it? That unmistakable M formed by your heart, head, and lifelines. That letter is not just a shape, it's a signal. A spiritual stamp, a divine code etched into your hand to remind you, you have a mission. The M doesn't appear on every hand. When it does, it often belongs to someone not here to live an ordinary life. These are people who question everything, who feel a deep desire to understand truth, purpose, and their place in the world. They may have been misunderstood as children, called too intense, too curious, too rebellious, but what the world labeled defiance was actually destiny, waking them up. People with an M are here to lead, not necessarily from a stage, but through integrity, insight, and inner fire. They walk through storms to guide others to calm, lose themselves to find deeper truth, carry light where others fear to go. You're not here to follow trends, seek approval, or fit into boxes. You're here to break patterns, challenge illusions, and lift others from sleep. Your life is not random, it's a roadmap. Your pain has shaped your power. Your questions have carved wisdom. The M reminds you, you are not meant to shrink. You are meant to awaken the sleeping, heal the hurting, and rise so others may rise with you. This is your mission. Step into it fully. If you carry both the crescent moon and the M, your energy is not passive, it's powerful, magnetic, and undeniable. That power is amplified in ways most can't comprehend, which may be why you've felt life's extremes more than others. People are either drawn to you like a lifeline, or they distance themselves without explanation. It's not because something's wrong with you, it's because your energy speaks before you do. When your vibration is high, when you're tuned to intuition, truth, and purpose, you no longer blend in, you radiate, and that radiance doesn't allow neutrality. It either awakens people or unsettles them. You may have walked into a room and felt the tension shift, noticed strangers opening up instantly, or felt sudden distance from those once close. It's all energy. Your frequency is intense because it's sacred, and sacred energy doesn't go unnoticed. It exposes masks, stirs emotion, and awakens what's dormant in others. That's a gift, but also a responsibility. You're not meant to shrink to make others comfortable or silence your light so others won't feel the contrast. You're meant to understand. Your energy is a mirror. It reflects truth, intention, and alignment back to whoever stands before you. The crescent moon marks your connection to divine flow. The M marks your mission to lead with authenticity. When these two forces combine, your aura becomes a lighthouse. And lighthouses don't ask ships to stay. They simply shine, whether the waves bring company or solitude. So trust the pull and the push, the attraction and the repulsion. It's not personal, it's energetic. And it's all proof that your presence is powerful, your path is protected, and your energy is doing exactly what it was designed to do. If you bear the crescent moon and the sacred M, there's a real chance your hands are not just tools of motion, they are instruments of healing. Whether you realize it or not, you've been affecting people's energy, calming storms and soothing wounds simply through your presence, words or touch. This is not imagination, it's inheritance. A spiritual gift embedded in your soul and visibly etched on your skin. People come to you not only for advice but for refuge. They feel better after speaking with you. Lighter, seen, understood, even if they don't know why. Your aura is medicine. Your compassion carries a frequency that restores what's broken in others, often without effort. But with great healing power comes sacred responsibility. Guard your energy fiercely, choose your battles wisely, and stop believing that because you can help everyone, you should. Many with healing gifts burn out, not from lack of strength, but from lack of boundaries. Your hands weren't made to carry everyone else's suffering. They were made to transmit light, to awaken what sleeps in others' hearts, to lift, not rescue. This power can manifest in many ways, through touch, writing, art, presence. It's time to stop doubting it and start developing it. You are a light bearer, an energy amplifier, a vessel for something greater. Suppressing that truth only leads to confusion and exhaustion. But when you embrace it fully, when you accept that healing is not just something you do, but something you are, you step into alignment, and from that place miracles happen. The world doesn't just need your hands, it needs the intention behind them. Use them wisely, and they will heal far more than you ever imagined. If you carry the crescent moon, part of you craves quiet, not because you're weak or afraid of the world, but because your soul speaks in whispers, not shouts. And silence is the sacred space where your power returns. In a society obsessed with noise, speed, and constant visibility, your quiet nature may have been misunderstood or judged. But what others call withdrawal is actually alignment. You're not hiding, you're healing. The chaos of the external world can feel suffocating to someone so deeply attuned to energy, emotion, and spiritual truth. That's why you often need to step back, shut out the noise, and return to stillness. It's not escapism, it's energetic maintenance. The crescent moon marks those who feel more than most, who carry others' emotions like echoes in their own bodies. That sensitivity, unmanaged, can become overwhelming. But in silence, you hear your soul again. In solitude, you recalibrate your insights, intuitive hits, and inner clarity. They don't come when you're chasing, proving, or performing. They come in quiet moments, long pauses, the space between action. The world may label your silence as passivity, but it's actually precision. You don't speak to be heard, you speak to shift. You don't move for attention, you move in truth. And when you honor that rhythm, you operate at your highest frequency. So next time you feel the pull to retreat, unplug, or be still, don't resist it. That's your alignment calling you home. Silence is not a void. It's a vortex where your spirit recharges, your power gathers, and your destiny whispers its next instruction. Let the world be loud. You were made for the stillness that changes everything. You didn't come here by accident. You came with intention. And if the crescent moon and M are etched into your palm, they are sacred reminders of spiritual contracts your soul agreed to long before you took your first breath. You may not remember signing them, but you feel them every time your heart pulls you towards something greater, every time you sense your life has a meaning logic can't explain. These markings are not predictions, they are declarations from a higher realm. Cosmic signatures confirming you were sent here with a purpose beyond survival or success. Your soul chose this body, this timeline, these experiences, not to punish you, but to prepare you. The pain you've endured wasn't random, it was part of the awakening. The people who broke you open weren't mistakes, they were mirrors. And the reason you've never fully fit in or settled is because your contract was never about comfort, it was about contribution. You're here to shift frequencies, anchor light, and live in a way that helps others remember who they truly are. Deep inside, you already know this, that yearning, that restlessness, that sense you're meant for more. It's the echo of the promise your soul made to the universe. Send me, I'll go. And now the signs on your palm are activating that memory. Every step forward in your truth fulfills that agreement. Every moment spent in fear delays it. Fulfillment doesn't come from chasing what the world values. It comes from remembering why you came. You are not lost. You are being recalled to your mission. The marks on your hand are not predictions of fate. They are reminders of who you already are and what you're here to complete. Once you begin aligning with your soul's true path, you'll notice something incredible. Synchronicities start accelerating, like breadcrumbs from the universe guiding you home. And if you bear the crescent moon and M, this acceleration can be astonishing, even overwhelming, because these marks belong to those with heightened spiritual sensitivity, people naturally attuned to messages others miss. You'll start seeing repeating numbers, 111333-777, on clocks, receipts, license plates. You'll hear a name in your head, then someone speaks it aloud. You'll think of a person, and they call moments later. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. They are the language of the divine, the universe's way of saying, yes, you're on the right path, keep going. The more you listen, the louder these signs become, not because the world is changing, but because you are. Your frequency is rising, your awareness expanding, your energy becoming a match for the truth you were always meant to live. The more you trust, the more the invisible becomes undeniable. Dreams become messages, random encounters become divine appointments. Songs carry answers, and even setbacks start making sense, revealing hidden blessings behind every delay. But here's the secret. You must stop dismissing these signs. Stop calling them weird or random. Start seeing them for what they are: cosmic alignments, invitations to deeper faith, and sharper intuition. When you treat synchronicities as sacred, they become guiding lights on your path. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel, Feng Shui Master Eliot.